Oh, fight was a great fight. It was a great fight. I remember promising you that it was going to be rough. I say the fight it's going to be a rough fight, and that's all I expected. Again, Pat Berry is somebody I have a lot of respect for. I have a lot of respect for. On the other hand, I had to do the job. You know, I had to do the job I came here for. So I stayed focused and I did what I had to do. The pre-fight pressure in the dressing room, in the arena, was pretty high. Unlike the day before, on the way in, I was very relaxed. But on fight day, I was a bit. There was quite a bit of pressure for me because I put pressure on myself. I wanted to prove a point to myself with this event. So we had a very strong preparation for the fight, and as much as I felt I had pressure, I got to see Pat Berry also before the fight, and I saw he had the same amount of pressure. So that's something that played a big role. What would you? I think I got kicked 3 times on the leg. 2 were clean, and perhaps 1 time one high kick. And yeah, Pat Berry kicks are vicious. I give that to him, no doubt. I mean, those low kicks were worth his reputation. But yeah, I mean, I kept my composure, and that was something I expected, and I worked around that. What triggered everything was the high kick. You know, when he high kicked me, that just woke me up. In the beginning, I was a little bit frozen, just a little uncomfortable, because I mean, it's a big change from boxing to kickboxing after so many years. You know, it's not the same thing. It's not the same positioning. It's not the same. Body expression. So I think when he threw the high kick, that's really triggered everything. That I knew I was in a fight. You know, that reminded me that I was in a fight. I expected that. I worked very hard for that. I knew that I was going to put. My strategy was to put a lot of fire on him, and that's when I knew, you know what, I got to do my job. And this is when everything started. Yeah, I think we got close, and I pushed him back, and I threw a right hook uppercut combination, sort of boom boom, and that's something. I don't think he saw that, and that's put him down. When he went down, I'm a finisher. You know, even in boxing, I've always been a finisher. I've been a big fan of Mike Tyson, and that is something I've always learned. I know if I put somebody in trouble, I know they're in trouble. If you're in trouble, you're gone. That's something I've studied. I've worked very hard for that. In different perspective, boxing is different from kickboxing in that perspective. In boxing, when you put somebody in danger, when you smell blood, he has to go. So that's something I've learned and I've mastered quite a bit. And when I smelled blood with Pat Berry, I knew he had to go. So I've put a lot of people in trouble before, and I've made a lot of mistakes too. So sometimes you hit somebody very hard and he wobbles, and you jump on him, and you, just like he did against me, and you do the wrong thing. You don't see what you're doing, and I've experience with that. I've been hit by big guys, the likes of Francois Botha, world heavyweight champion of the world, big guys. So I know what's to throw when it comes to punches. You know, selection of punches, and I think I wobbled him the first time, and I could have jumped on him, but when I wobbled him, I took about 3 seconds to let him position himself correctly before I threw the bombs. Well, you know what? Like I said, I'm very, very happy. I'm very humble with this victory. I think I give a lot of credit to Pat Berry. I still think he's a great warrior. I just feel like I was perhaps better prepared, and I'm very happy with Glory event and everything, and the way everything went, and the respect we get in, and consideration. I think it's really, really amazing. Something we've always searched for in the sports environment. So I'm very excited for the future. I think we could be doing very big things.
What are you going to work on when you go back to South Africa? Leg defence?
There is a lot of things I need to work on, definitely, and I looked at myself. There's a lot of things I need to work on. I have to gain experience. I have to develop different sorts of techniques, and there's a lot of things I need to work on. And I need to speak to the right people, and perhaps adjust to that area. Find the help where it's needed from the right people. And I certainly believe, if I take the time, and I take the time with the right people to work on me, coming up in a very short time, I will be a real danger.